Alright then gang, so there's one more thing I want to show you, and that is how to transition between routes, because at the minute they just kind of pop from one page to the other, but I'd like to transition it so that maybe they fade and swipe from one page to another as well. So the way we do this is by coming to the app component, the root component, where we register this router view, and we somehow need to wrap the components that are going to be rendered here with a transition component. Now you might think we just do this, transition, and then down here, transition. But this is not going to work with Vue 3. There's a different way that we have to do this. And it might seem a little long-winded at first and a little bit bizarre, but once you've done it, you've done it. You only have to do it once, and it is just for this router view. So the way we do it is by not having a single router view tag that self-closes, but having an opening and closing router view tag. So once we have that inside here, then what we do is we create our transition component. So transition, like so. And then inside this is where we want to transition the different routes. But we're saying the router view is outside of the transition component. So how do we know what component to render here? Well, first of all, we use a component tag like so. And this component tag, 1 minute, let me just close this off, has an is prop. And this basically says what component we want to render right here. Now we want to render the component dictated by the router view. So the way we get that is by coming to this and saying v-slot and setting it equal to an object which we can destructure, and we get the component that is going to show. So down here we can just data bind and say component, like so. And now what's happening is we're grabbing this from the router view. It's telling us which component to render, basically, dependent on the route we go to. And then inside this component, we're saying this component should be whatever component is dictated by the router view. And then we're wrapping the transition around that. So like I said, it looks a bit weird, it's a bit long-winded, but this is the way we do it. And now we can just use our transition classes as normal. So let me give this a name. I'm going to call it routes. And also I'm going to set the mode to be out-in. And that means that when we go from one page to the other, the first page or the first route is going to fade out or transition out first. And then when it's finished, we're going to transition the next one in so that they're not going on at the same time. Alright then, so now we just need our route transition classes at the bottom. Let's do a comment to say route transitions, and then the enter ones. So route -enter -from, and this is going to go from an opacity of 0, and also we're going to use the transform. I think I've spelt that incorrectly. Okay, so opacity of 0, and then we're going to transform, and this is going to be translate. And we're going to go in the X direction, so let's say X, and we're going to do it by 100 pixels. All right, so it's going to start 100 pixels over on the right, and then we will bring it back to the middle. All right, so now let's do the active class. So route enter -active, and again, I'm not doing the to class because we've talked about this before. We don't really need that because it's going to transition to the default properties of that element on the page, which is going to be 1 for opacity and 0 for this. So we don't need to explicitly write it. All right then. So the active class controls the transition properties, and that is going to be all for all properties, 0.3 seconds, and then it's going to be ease-out. Cool. All right then, let's do the exit ones now. So route -leave-to, and that's going to be opacity of 0, so it's going to fade out, and then also transform, and it's going to be translate in the X direction, and it's going to be -100 pixels. So not back over to the right, but to the left. So when a page comes in, it comes from the right hand side and goes to the middle. When it goes out, it goes to the left hand side. So we have this kind of sweeping effect. All right, so we need the active class for the leave. So route leave-active, and then we'll say transition all 0.3 seconds, and then ease-in. All right then, so let me save this and give this a whirl. I'm going to refresh first of all, and then go to different routes, and we can see it swipes out, but the new one isn't swiping in. So let's take a look at that. Okay, this shouldn't say ass, it should say all. Terrible mistake to make. All right then, so let's give this a whirl. And now we can see it fades out to the left and a new one fades in from the right. That looks a lot better. Awesome. So there we go, my friends. That is Vue Animations. Hopefully now you're in a good position to play around with this a little bit more and you can create some nice effects on your own websites. If you did enjoy these videos, my friends, please do not forget to share, subscribe and like. That really means a lot. And I'm going to see you in the very next series.